The other one I want to show you is I turned a little oak bowl. Oak, yeah, it is what it is, but it had a nice little knot in it, which I like. And then I put a piece of leather around it. Well, I got a lot of people really like it. I don't know. It was just pretty fun. And then the one last thing.
Well, just a sec, before you go from that one, is the leather in a groove or is it just on the surface?
It's in a groove.
So
and it required, and this one I did something which I won't do again. And if you look carefully on the left-hand side of the image, I sanded over top it because I was using CA glue to put it in. I would put CA glue in the groove and then spray activator on the leather and then push it down in. Well, it don't give you any chance to readjust. But so I sanded it and then oiled it. I was using Mahoney's walnut oil. But right along here, the leather got scraped. So I won't do that again. I'm going to work at putting them down better.
And is that the seam over there on the right side?
Yes, it is. You're sharp looking.
Well, I'd like to know how you got the seam. Did you overlap them and cut them with a knife or what?
That's pretty much what I did. Because what happened, obviously, with using CA, once you get it down, it's down.
Jeff Hankinson says you ought to use contact cement, and I think he's probably right.
Yeah, somebody said spray adhesive too.
Well, you can't control that.
And the other thing you want to do is skive the ends. Do you know what I'm saying? Skiving? By skiving?
Cutting at an angle?
Well, no, you take the actual full surface of the leather and you take a super sharp knife and you basically thin it to an almost non-existent edge, full thickness. You do that on both sides opposite. So then when you overlap, you maintain the same thickness of the leather, but you also then have a very non-noticeable connection.
That's
and a long glue line too. A long
great
idea. You know, like leather workers and cobblers, that's a typical technique they use. And when I did prosthetics and orthotics, in order to put leather on feet, when we did prosthetic feet, you have to skive the edge of the leather so that it lays down over the contours and just fades into the other skived edge. So
what glue did you use, Norbert? I
always use the contact cement.
Oh, okay.
Always. And 2 coats of contact cement. You use the heat gun in between just to dry it down. And the last coat you let set until it's tacky, and then you push them together.
You know, the other question I have is I have a big slab of leather that I cut. I lay a hard metal ruler down and take a real sharp knife. How do you keep the backside of the leather has a real fringy effect? How do you keep that cut so that fringe wanted to pop up in the groove? That was the problem for me.
You cut it from the opposite side. You take the rough surface up and the smooth surface down. So when your knife blade cuts the edge, there is no fringe left on the edge because the leather goes through a press. They put it under high pressure to finish one side. And so you cut it from the opposite side.
Thank you. I learned 2 things because I'm going to do this more. I got such a response from people.
Yeah, I use leather often.
Yeah.
Wood shop. Thank God for wood.